And we should be live. Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, everyone. How is everyone doing? It's going to be a little bit quiet because Shan is currently on the phone to her brother because it's one of our niece's birthdays. So I need to be a little bit quieter. But good evening, everyone. How's everyone doing? Tonight we're doing more Trent Valley because, well, it was very popular last time, and this is obviously a very popular route that a lot of people are looking forward to. So yeah, it should be a good bit of fun. First off, before we jump into things, let's see who we got in the chat. So we've got Joshua Summers, Kiru, Alex, George. We've got ZAD, ZXAD, ZYX, UK Tag. Good evening. He's here. He's still on the wheel, but he's here. Kiru, TJ, one of the wonderful YouTube members. Can we possibly do a night service? Yeah, sure. Why not, Starchild? Are you going until 11 o'clock again? Probably not 11 o'clock. Maybe more 10 o'clock tonight. Just because I've got work at 6 o'clock in the morning. Nightmare Wolf, hello. Up Adam, welcome in. And WLTE, welcome in. So, we're going to be doing more West Coast Mainline Trent Valley tonight. And we're going to be pretty much doing all sorts of stuff. Before we do that, though, I'm going to very quickly just be right back. So, answering the poll whether you want to see a 350, 390, 805 or an 807. So yeah, I'll be right back. I'm back. I just had to shut the door a little bit because it was getting a little bit loud. Right. So we got 39 votes in a poll. Class 350 is winning, but just, which is kind of good because that's what I want to do. I've not done a proper 350 run yet, so I'm gonna stop it there. That's all what you want. Afternoon, oddly enough, I've never seen out of your window before. I was thinking that if it's a bit too obvious, I might have to close my window. I don't really want to be showing outside if I can help it. It's just to let the light in. I don't want a ring light on me. Good evening, Richie, tuning in from the very top of the West Coast main line. Got a few questions about the route, if you don't mind me asking during the stream. Of course, if you've got any questions, I mean, you can ask myself, but there is also a couple of the developers in tonight as well. Adam's one of them. Danny said he might drop in as well. So if you have any questions, there is plenty of people to answer them for you. You're really enjoying the Trent Valley so far. Good bit of fun marks, Richie words. Hello, Great Western. John Waps, welcome in. Key route's a really nice route. Yeah, Snowco, hello. Welcome in. So I'll get back to the chat in just a second. Let's get into a route. Why not? Let's do it. So into the route. That's obviously what I've been playing today for a video soon. All to be revealed very soon. So let me go into this. 350. Let's do a 350. And we're gonna do a dash 4. Because like I say, I'm yet to do a dash 4. We'll do the only one that stops. And should we do that one or should we do that one? I might do that one. Nuneaton Atherstone. Or did I start doing that one? I can't remember. Or we could just do an all-stopper, couldn't we? From Milton Keynes. We could do a later evening one, possibly. I'll tell you what, though. We're going to do the only one that stops at Polesworth. Because I've not done that one yet. So I'll stop at Polesworth. Let's do it. Let's do that. Hey Richie, have you seen that Train Sim Society's most recent video containing footage of the Class 70? I have. And moving on. I will see a Class 50 and 52 tomorrow. Sheepman, I have to say, besides the blurry textures on consoles, all the trains are a beauty to drive. I just wish they had the light effects in the 805 and the 807. You wish that they all had the light effects that the 805 and the 807 have in the tunnels. What's the issue with the tunnels? Let's do that. Put that in today. Cool. Nice. Unlock the doors. Hopefully you can hit that all good. Yep. You still have a craving for malted milk cookies. I'll tell you what I've been eating today. Hobnob. They're like they're a bit like a custard, a bit like a bourbon, but you got the chocolate filling. But the actual bourbon biscuits are hobnobs. Really, really nice. Really, really nice. Could we see a night service by any chance? I'll tell you what. Actually, that's a good. No, we'll do a night service in the Pendolino, I think. Should we do a night service in this? What do you want? Do you want a night service in this or a night service in a Pendolino? Tell you what. Scratch that. Let's do a night service in this. I tell you what, actually, I've got a better idea. We'll do that 5 o'clock in the morning service, but I'll do it in the winter when it's night time. That works out quite nicely, actually. Or I could even do this service in the night. Actually, I'll do that. I'll do this service in the night time. So we'll do it in clear, and I'll do it in November because then it should be dark then, hopefully. Philip, how are you doing? Lee, welcome in. You can't spawn at Euston without the game crashing. Decopolopa, welcome in. I'm doing very well, thank you. Before you start, could you show what sort of services the added layers do, please? Sorry, I've missed that. Hold on. I'm going to and from them. I'll do that, and then I'll do a nighttime run. How you doing, John? Hello, Rex. How you doing? Check for updates. Stop crashing. This route looks really nice. Kieran Sharp, welcome in. Right, so the core stuff to this route is the 807, which is this. That's one of the core trains, and then the other one is this 350-4 that we're going to be driving tonight. So this is all the core stuff that you get, and all the layers are everything else, pretty much. Pendolino is standalone. The Evero is standalone. These come from Cardiff City Network. This comes from Midland Mainline. These three, I think, is that one. That one comes from West Coast Mainline South. These two come from West Coast Mainline Birmingham to Crewe. And then the freight mainly comes from the Engineering Express pack, and you've got one thing from Manchester Airport Commuter. And that comes from Glossop Line. So that's where most things come from. Let's jump back into this. We'll jump into that one. Do that. Maybe do it in October. We'll start at night, but then hopefully it should start becoming day. Philip, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. You picked up West Coast Main Line over Shap today. There's no issue, but the lighting effects of the 805 and the 807 are really cool. They almost have like a stronger light so you can see more in the dark. Do you play any scenarios in Train Sim World? To be fair, Adam, no, I don't. I'm not really one to do scenarios. It's not really a night service, that. I'm not doing very well here. I'm not doing very good, am I? November seemed to be the sweet spot. We will start doing a service, I promise. I'll do it in clear, actually. Hopefully that works. Kieran, how you doing? Welcome in. Evening, Richie. I should get in an Xbox Series X soon, so I should be able to start playing full timetables. You've been stuck on reduced all day. Yeah, that's the only issue with lower end platforms. Trust me, I remember on the PS4. There we go. Now that's too dark in my opinion, but it's fine. We'll do a bit of nighttime running. It's okay. Let's do that. For those that didn't know, you can turn a torch on, which is very fun. I just turn the cab light on. There we go. If you can hear that, that's Shan being silly. It's starting off light, but then it should start becoming daytime as we go along the line. Close that. You're planning on getting crew to Birmingham and Trent Valley and the Class 805 when they go on sale. The other thing I was going to say, so I remember being on PS4 when Brighton Mainline came out, and in Brighton Mainline, it had a reduced timetable for the PS. Well, it still has a reduced timetable for the PS4. And I remember when I got the PS5, I had the full fat timetable, and it was really, really good. Got 50 people watching, by the way. Thank you very much for everyone coming in and joining in. Hope you're all doing well. If you can guess what the station is on the departure board, you win a virtual high five. I'll need to check what it is myself, to be fair. We've also just had a new subscriber, so welcome aboard to the new person that is just subscribed. Hope you're doing absolutely splendid. Right, let's go. Let's do this. Have you seen that until a few hours ago, Trent Valley had 100% positive reviews on Steam, seemingly the best Train Sim World DLC release in quite some time? Yeah, I think the only other one that's had like 100% thumbs up is the Dutch route, because that got a load of reviews from the Dutch community. Right, let's go. Let's go. Don't know if you've done it yet, but Rugby Dispatcher scenario is not as good as the Plymouth Dispatcher. Why is there a certain reason why it's not as good? Wrong headlights. Ah, yes, correct. Correct. Still can't see much there. But they're on. They are on. Oh, we're down to 40. Could I do the Rugby Dispatcher scenario? I will. I mean, I can do it tonight. I was gonna save it for a video. I have just finished a 2 hour and 45 minute all stopping service from Euston to Crewe. Wow. See, this is what I mean. The amount of stuff you can do in this is pretty nuts. Do Train Sim or DLCs transfer if you're changing consoles? If you're changing on the same platform, i.e. if you change from PS4 to PS5, yes. If you change from Xbox One to Xbox Series X, yes. But if you're changing from Xbox to PlayStation, no. I will have a GWR. If I have a GWR, do I get the freight layers? And what is the best DLC to get the layers from? The other West Coast mainline routes, to be honest. That's the best place to get all the layers for this. Because obviously, with it being West Coast mainline, the more West Coast mainline stuff you have, the better. I feel like the Pendolino is the best DLC, Loco DLC to have for this. The sound of the 350s are so much better. You've seen videos of this. The Trent Valley line is well detailed. Your roadmap video will be out on Friday. Nice one. If you turn the cab lights on and turn the timetable, the desk light, it may be better. Desk light. Where's the desk light? There'll be a command for it somewhere, but where's the desk light? It's DRA. You don't want to do that. Is there a button for the desk light? There'll be a button for it somewhere. If anyone knows where it is, I'll turn this cab light off and I'll turn the desk light on instead. Next to the headlights. Ah. Is that a bit better? Is that a little bit better for you? Super spooky and dark. Headlights are for drivers to see where they are going. In the light for the light. Headlights are for the drivers to see where they are going. I covered the rugby dispatcher scenario yesterday in the part 2 stream. It would help if you turn on the instrument lights as well. Much better. Is that much better? Is it? Yeah. Okay, that's fine. You like the rugby dispatcher? The TRTS feature is good. Even better with the new dispatcher feature when it comes to Medway. This is a bit more realistic. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. If you're happy with that, that's fine. I like just driving in the daytime. I've not seen you drive in the dark since the Halloween stream. I normally save it for the Halloween streams. What platform are you on? I'm holding off on the Xbox because I'm reading some horror reports of crashes. I'm on the PC tonight. However, I will link you a whole stream that is on the Xbox, made by fellow ambassador, Train Simulator Driver, because he did a whole Xbox stream on it earlier. It had a few blurry issues and stuff like that, blurry textures. But I will send you that because it's quite good. And that is 4 hours worth of gameplay, and he does freight as well. That's on the Xbox X. I don't know what that one is. 3.5 hours. I'll send you that. So Xbox gameplay. There you go. Right. Do you need to ask permission from Dovetail Games to create new Train Sim World or TSC content? No, actually, no. It's all once we have the code. Once we pass the embargo, we can do whatever we want with it. As being an ambassador, we normally have an embargo of 24 hours before release. That means we can't release anything before 24 hours before it's due to release. So, for example, with this releasing on 10 AM on Tuesday, our embargo was 10 AM on Monday. But then once that lifts, we can do whatever the bloody hell we want with content. We can do anything that we want with it, within reason, of course. Welcome in, Bob. How you doing? I meant to say headlights aren't used for drivers to see where they are going because they should have route knowledge. Rory, hello, good evening. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Nuneaton on the departure board. I think you're right. I think you are right. I think it is Nuneaton. Well done. There you go. I am going to just zoom in a little bit as well. Let me just... What's wrong way? Hold on. Wrong way again, hold on. There you go. I can turn it a little bit now as well. There we go, a bit better. What are you playing on a controller? Just, I'm so used to playing Train Sim World on the PlayStation that playing it with a controller is just a lot more familiar with me. I'm not good when it comes to keyboard controls, so I have got a controller all plugged in. I can't show you it because it's tangled up with my wires. Hold on. It's plugged in, but there you go. It's a PlayStation 4 controller that I plugged in. I'll tell you what we can do as well. Might as well do it whilst we're here. Let's do that as well. Let's do that. Might as well. Is there any routes planned for free updates like Great Western Remastered, like new timetable route extensions? Yes, Mile Main Line. Hopefully very soon. Xbox isn't bad for me at the minute. I'm on this route. I haven't had any blurry textures until I turned the 390 off, but still have 19 layers enabled. So you're saying that the Pendolino is the one that was causing most of the blurry textures? I played it on the PlayStation, and the only annoying thing which is immersion breaking for me is the blurry textures, which they have said they are fixing on the roadmap. Performance is smooth as butter there. Yeah, blurry textures aren't great. I've only had minimal blurry textures, but I also am quite good with like having certain stuff installed and other stuff not installed, because it just you work out what is more memory intensive and what isn't. PS5 it's a tad blurry, but defo better than Brum Crew was. I've got some blurries, but it's okay with the game. It hasn't crashed. You're driving an early morning service to Birmingham in the 350 in the 2024 timetable, since the game keeps crashing for me in the 2025 timetable. If an underground line was to release, which underground line would you like? I think I've discussed this before, but I think Hammersmith and City would be really good. Either that or the District, I think it was. Can't wait for the Mild Main Line extension. How you doing, Pascal Kelly? Hi everyone, the Pendolinos are fantastic and amazing trains. They are. I see a lot of your comments on TikTok, my friend. How are you doing? Midland Main Line is also getting a new timetable to Class 70. It is, yes. Do you think I can play Train Sim World 6 on PS2? Yeah, probably. If you worked hard enough. Someone wants to see the Metropolitan line. Pendo's probably causing it because there is some reports of it on Brum Crew. Yeah, do you know what? I think the Pendolino is one of the main reasons as well, because the longer a train is, the more memory it has. You'll find that with the ICE trains, they are also very memory intensive. So obviously the 390 being a 9-carriage or 11-carriage train, it is going to have a few interesting moments. For some reason, the Pendolinos really struggle on the exit from Crewe compared to when leaving London. Really? How do you mean struggling? Sorry, I'm back. I got caught up in conversation about football because Gills have signed a new player. I'm starting to care a bit more about football because oh, is that a West Mids one? That is a West Mids 170. Interesting. Going to Leamington Spa. There you go. That's cool. I've not seen a West Mid ones on here yet. Where's it going? I'll have a little look at where it's going to. Form of 3 coaches. Okay, something else as well somewhere. Call him out. Bermuda Parkway, Bermuda Park, Bedworth, Coventry, and Coventry Arena, Coventry, Kenilworth. Oh, no, Kenilworth, and Leamington Spa. Nice, cool. The station looks nice at night, actually, doesn't it? It looks nice with the sun starting to come up. That's actually quite nice, very pretty. So we're going away from the sunrise. Which DLC do you think will come next? Thames Valley, Crew Preston looked pretty good on the latest roadmap. I think... well, I mean, there's a preview tomorrow for West Coast Mainline Crew Preston, and to me that screams like it's not far away. Let's be realistic, there's a pattern usually, and on Steam they started teasing West Coast Mainline Trent Valley about a month ago. On Steam, if you remember, the store page was put up. And then obviously this was the next thing to release. So now that we've got some Crew Preston news with the preview, with a preview on Just Trains' channel tomorrow, to me that seems like that's next along the line, which will be interesting because that would then mean 2 West Coast Mainline routes in the relatively close proximity to one another. There is another concern raised though, as I own LWR livery on the Class 350 and it crashes the game when it loads into PlayStation, it can get annoying, so I've made a truce with the game and got rid. Yeah, unique liveries can sometimes cause issues as well. Creators Club is always a pain. I think that's why I don't suffer with so much crashing, because I don't really download anything from the Creators Club. I'm not signed in to the Creators Club on the PC because of early access and because of the embargo period. My Creators Club login doesn't work properly. It does on the PlayStation. I'm doing good, thank you, Pascal. I see you also have no passengers in any stations. Oh, I didn't even clock that, to be honest. I mean, it is 6 o'clock in the morning in the middle of winter. Would you really want to be getting on a train at this time? Might be biased, but Scotland needs more love with developers. I agree, Nathan. I massively agree with you. I would love to see some more Scotland. Ayrshire Coastline, West Highland Line, more of the East Coast bit. Hit me with it. I'd love to see it. The one that goes up to Inverness. Yeah, I'd love to see it all. Coventry, Mr. Fishy. Yes. Are you looking forward to the mighty York City beating... is it the... It's the Gills, not the Gills. Sorry, my bad. My bad. That would be a 196 or a 172 nowadays. Are you doing great, Croydon Company London? Oh, if you look carefully, it was actually a West Mid 790. Oh, okay. Hold on a minute. 790. Or are you saying 730 and spelled and put it wrong? Oh, it is a 790, yeah. Oh, okay. I didn't even clock. I do remember them. I remember there being some funky numbers on them. The light's starting to get nice in the cab now. On mate. Better out than in. Are you doing a full run to Euston? Not today, no. But tune in on Saturday night, where we're going to be doing all things Avanti. Where I'm thinking of going from London all the way to Holyhead, or the other way, whichever way. Are we doing a Polesworth service now? We are. We are indeed doing a Polesworth service. What happened to that? What happened to Dami? It feels like it's been in the 0 to 3 month section for like 5 months. I mean, it's been on the roadmap for about 2 years. You loved the West Highland Line Wheel 156. You saw the Class 70 sneak peek video, which is on Train Sim Society YouTube, and the sounds pretty top notch. Wales, give me some more whales. Yes, I'd love to see some more whales, definitely. What would be funny would be something like a Perth to Aviemore with the HST and the 170 and the 158 add-on, and then the Caledonian Sleeper. What could be next for the All Aboard Studios project for Train Sim World? Well, I think the thing that's next is the Class 70. Beyond that, who knows? Other than All Aboard themselves.
We are now approaching Atherstone. Please mind the gap
Bit of a full break situation here.
Before removing heavy luggage and pushchairs.
Also heading to London next month from Glasgow, going down via the Trent Valley and home via Birmingham. So excited to travel these routes in real life. Yeah, I've never done the Trent Valley. I've never been on it before. So it's an interesting one for me because I've never experienced it, but I've been over it in a car, but I've never been on it on a train. I'd love to do it though. Be cool. This is good. In comes that. Nice. This is the station.
For your own safety, you are reminded to stand.
There's a route that goes to Holyhead. I'm on about the TSC. There's North Wales Coasting Train Simulator Classic that goes between Crewe and Holyhead. So that's why I'm thinking of doing that. Glad that tip helped. Second Lumo service is starting on the June the 19th. I think a Lumo 222 DLC would be really good for this. I think that would be a really, really cool touch. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Nudge, nudge. More Northern stock. Oh, absolutely. Just give us more. I tell you what, I genuinely feel like the North is the next place that needs more stuff. The North and the Southwest. What's a new country you'd like to see in Train Sim World? Oh, I don't know, you know. I think maybe Italy. Italy's got some nice railways. Maybe Spain. Maybe China as well. I think China would be quite nice. Or Australia. An Indian route would be interesting. Dan's put, I don't think the Train Sim World NPC system could handle Indian railways. Yeah, it'd be funny. Blurry textures. That would be cool, though. It would be cool. If you could pick one route to have created, what would it be? A numerous like selection of routes. We've got a good selection of Birmingham routes. I feel like now Milton Keynes to Birmingham would just be a good one to end off the West Coast Main Line. Maybe the Chase line. We've already got the 350s. Could be a nice little filler route. You know, 20 quid or something like that would be quite nice. Some Scottish routes. North Wales coastline I think would be really nice to see. South Wales coastline would be nice. This is a really nice thing in this cab now. I think I've picked a good time to do it. Some stuff in Yorkshire maybe. You know, I'd love to see Sheffield. I'd love to see York. Maybe the Harrogate line. A modern Leeds maybe. Stuff north of Doncaster would be quite nice. Doncaster to Newcastle on the East Coast Main Line would be quite cool. You know, all sorts of different things I'd like to see. In terms of some other countries, maybe like a Paris metro would be quite nice. Maybe some Norwegian trains. Are they Norwegian or Swedish? The ones that have really nice scenic rides on them. But then beating that, maybe some more of the North East Corridor. I quite like the North East Corridor. I'm thinking of doing a lot of stuff on the North East Corridor in the next few weeks because obviously it's July 4th and whatever else. And the World Cup. Isn't that just a mini St Pancras? What's a mini St Pancras? I don't leave Scotland much and didn't realise the geology of the West Coast Main Line, so these routes have helped me understand it and where the lines diverge. Rex agrees with the northern stuff. How are you already at Atherstone, but I've only reached Watford Junction? Because you started from Euston, I started from Rugby. All the boards should give us Scotland routes, have both major terminals and work from. You'd like some more northern stock as well, Adam. You've got the power, Adam. Have you not? TPE would be cool. Yeah, I'd like to see TPE. I agree with that. TPE would be a good operator. What would be good as well is performance would be really good with a TPE route because there'd be no blurry textures because no trains run. That's really nice. That's actually, do you know what? I'm going to take a picture of that. That's actually really, really nice. Go on, let's get a bit of rotation in there. Go on, get a nice angle. Beautiful. Bloody beautiful. What about this side? If anyone was watching, has been watching Stacksburger on TikTok, fucking beautiful. Fucking beautiful. You've got exams tomorrow because I'm on study leave. It means I can stay at home all day. Ever since I've played Forza Horizon 6, I can't wait for Tadami. I'm so jealous I can't play Forza Horizon 6. I wouldn't get it on the PC because it wouldn't run very well. Right, blue stop boards. Danny, I'm looking out for them. Blue stop boards. They're somewhere. Obviously, I know I've got that thing there telling me. They're somewhere. They're probably not at this one, are they? I can see a stop board there. There we go, the only service that stops at Polesworth. Nice.
Railway service to Crewe, calling at Tamworth.
Why does it only see one service a day? And also, how do you get out the station? I couldn't figure that out the other day. I'd imagine you go through there. So let's passengers, look. There's someone here at Polesworth. You hope to see some Swedish routes soon. Right, next stop is Tamworth. Let's go. You just subscribe to Just Trains, Rivet Games, and All Aboard Studios. Maybe the Eurostar. No, not the Eurostar. Don't be silly. Who's supporting in the World Cup? England, 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 na na. Everyone seems to know the score. They've seen it all before. They just know. They're so sure that England's gonna throw it away, gonna blow it away, but I know they can play, 'cause I remember 3 lines on a shirt. Yeah, and so on and so forth. You might make a special World Cup livery for the Class 350. It would be cool to have a route crossing the Öresund Bridge between Copenhagen, Denmark and Malmö, Sweden. Is that the one that goes on a ferry? The station building is a mini replica. We are only on the 6th iteration of the game, so how amazing how it is going to be like Body 8 for the 10th even. You hoping that we get a ScotRail Class 318 and a 320. Heart of Wales line. Is that the one? Heart of Wales is the... Oh gosh, that's the one that goes from Shrewsbury, isn't it? And then goes down through... goes from Craven Arms and then bypasses like Hereford and stuff. You like to see a Grand Central 180? I could play Forza Horizon 6 and F126, but I'm waiting until my GCSEs. Wait me a second, peeps. Right, coming up to Tamworth, the home of Spuds. You still don't believe that Polesworth exists. It's just a figment of our imagination, isn't it? Definitely need to get myself a student job to buy a bigger SSD that I can get more trains in more routes without having to compromise. What do I didn't get one from Argos and shove it on a credit card. Happy days. Polesworth only has the northbound platform in use, so a return journey isn't possible. Another Midland mainline route I'd like to see is St Pancras to Bedford with an EMT 222 and a Thameslink 700. Maybe some Irish routes. Yeah, Irish routes would be good. England, 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 nah nah. What would be lovely would be Glasgow to Gurrock and Whimsy Bay. Yeah, I think that'd be a good one actually. I'd be behind that one. Coming into this a bit hot, aren't we? Yeah, I think that would be a good one because Sham would really like that because she used to live in Gurrock. When is the 221 coming? The 220 came out a good few months ago. Well, there's no plan for a 221. The 220 will have to suffice. The one thing I've noticed is there is no lift to get out of platform 1 to platform 3 at Tamworth. It's out of order. Is it?
This is Tamworth.
Well, look. This is Tamworth.
Service to Crewe, calling at Lichfield.
Where's the lift?
London Northwestern Railway service to Crewe.
It works.
Calling at usually Trent Valley.
There you go, look. It works.
Intending to travel on this service.
Look, off it goes, look. Off it goes up there.
As it is ready. Platform 1.
Comes out somewhere. Comes out the top here, look. There you go.
For your safety, please be aware
There you go.
that some platforms
works.
at this station have no or only partial tactile paving on the platform edge.
Partial
Once the
tactile
train
paving.
arrives, please mind the step from the platform onto
Right, let's go. Now we have all 4 subclasses of the 350. We now need the 730s. You lot won't give up with that, will you? 730's not happening. England v Costa Rica tonight, game of the season. We need Acton Bridge and Train World, such a great train spotting location. Punch. We do have Acton Bridge. We've got it in Spirit of Steam, and we'll soon have it in Crewe Preston, I would imagine. Love the pink and blue in the sky there, Richie. Absolutely lovely. Someone put too many spuds in there and it broke. Maintenance on the way. Shrewsbury to Llanelli, but lots of small local stations. It'd be a lot of request stops, wouldn't it? I know it's an older route, but is Glossop Line worth it for £4? I'd say any route's good for £4, to be honest. Yo, slow down. We stopped, didn't we? Exeter to Bristol. I'd love to see Bristol Temple Meads. Nick Badley-esque station. I don't see the point of the 221 at just one extra car, and it used to tilt. You know, I saw about the Class 70. Matt and Alex showed the pictures during the Monday's live stream. Evening, Thomas. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Right, I need a Gaviscon.
1016, and we'll get it sorted. That's 61016. See it.
Oh, we've been overtaken by Pendolino.
Sorted.
There you go, look. Did anyone want to see my time-lapse video, by the way? If you did, there was a really cool bit where in the Pendolino, it took me like 5 minutes to overtake a 350. I need a Gaviscon because I've got indigestion. Other indigestion tablets are available. Sodium alginate, sodium hydrogen carbonate. That all sounds scary. Got no record. Pepto-Bismol, yeah. Was it heartburn? Was it nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea? Crew Preston present day. No, it's set in the 1980s, and Spirit Steam set in the 1950s, and then this is set in the 2020s, I think. I saw the time-lapse video, it was good. What's your favourite train? In the game, probably the Voyager, because it layers in absolutely everywhere. Got another Pendolino over there. Not a Pepto-Bismol. You're loving the Class 350-4 sounds. Hopefully now Tamworth, New Street and Derby are in the game, we can get New Street to Derby. You'd like to hope so, wouldn't you? Now we've got something just ahead of us. Coming into Litchfield. What happened to the 387 reskins you get with the Great Western Express? Because I had them before, but now they're gone. I'm not sure. I didn't know they'd gone. You on about the ones that you could spawn in? There was a 390 service where another 390 overtakes at Tamworth. 1R12 I think it is. The 387 isn't in GWE. No, but what it is, Adam, is that the 387 I don't think it lays in, but you can spawn in 387s that are in like an unbranded Heathrow Express. Pink does more than you think. Why was it in the Gaviscon advert? His tongue was a sock. His tongue was a sock.
We are now approaching Litchfield.
No idea.
Valley. Please mind the gap when
Why in your Discord is it set to me every time? Set to ping me every time someone says something? Ah, no, because you need to change it to notification settings. You need to change your notification settings. What do you think about the new GBR liveries, especially on the Class 387? I'm less bothered by it. I'm not bothered by it. I don't. If I'm honest, I don't like it. I like the different operators. I love seeing that we've got I like that we've got different operators like Avanti and London North Western and Northern and things like that. I feel like British Railways or GPR is going to take away some of the specialities, especially of like train spotting. But I do like that they've done like GBR Northern, GBR Southern, things like that. So they've actually done variations, so you'll know where you're going. Class 387 pack for Great Western Express is being developed in the layer list. Is it? How you doing, bacon, lettuce and tomato? Just needs to add a bit of mayo to that and it'd be happy days. How you doing? Welcome into the stream, hope you're doing well. Yeah, Kiru, if you go to the notification settings, you can change it to only app mentions. That should help you out. Tamworth ripoff? Tamworth ripoff here? No, not at all. Not at all. I do like this little thing here. That's very cool. You can almost go to both ends of these. You can't go to Glasgow, but you can almost make it from here, which is pretty mad. Also, if you can hear a cat screaming, they for some reason want food, despite the fact I've given them some food, and they're being very annoying. So I may have to shoot off at some point to go sort them, which is a bit inconvenient. Do you prefer the 390 or the 805 and 807s? I probably prefer the Pendolino, I won't lie. I like the 805s and the 807s, but the Pendolino's got something about it, hasn't it? Is it just me, or did they patch the passengers despawning when they leave render? I don't know. I'm not sure. No way, free ads. Free ads. YouTube are taking the mick now, aren't they? Why is this happening? 1, 2, 3. Hi, how you doing? Welcome in. Very cool username there. Have you watched The Flying Scotsman on the BBC? We heard the cat. Yeah, she's proper kicking off. It's like being back on the PlayStation. Because of the DJI Osmo, it's got a habit for tracking wherever the bloody hell it wants to. How you doing, Ryan? Welcome in. I did see you come in earlier on. Sorry, I did see you came in. L3MM, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. I'll let the cat in a minute so she can come in and scream the house down. Just had 2 new subscribers, so welcome aboard to them. 2 new people that have just subscribed. We're almost at 8.7. 8.7k. That's mad. Which means that we're just over 1,300 away from 10k. Bonkers. Bonkers numbers. Bonkers numbers. 57 people watching. Hope you're absolutely all doing splendid. Let's slow down actually. We've got a TSR coming up. Everyone seems to know the score. They've seen it all before. And we've got almost 20 likes. Thank you very much everyone for coming in and liking. Much appreciate it. Currently you have the funny number. Do I? The funny number? Oh, 8.67. I find it really funny. Here's a little little insight to my life. Went to America last month, flew through Atlanta, and we went onto the plane train, and I recorded going onto the plane train at Atlanta. There is a video coming about that coming soon. Out of all the train numbers I could have gone onto, why was it train 67? Out of all the train numbers I could have gone onto. Bit of a shame that the 807 only has 29 services. With this, just seems a bit low. Yeah, but bear in mind you also get services on West Coast Mainline, Birmingham, Crewe, and West Coast Mainline South. Isn't it kind of interesting that Dovetail hasn't developed any routes except for Riviera? They've done Stamford as well, New York Stamford, and they also have done something else. I think they've done Stuttgart Heilbronn. But yes, they've not done as many this time, have they? What will be your 10k special? I'm not sure, Mr. Fishy. I've not thought that far ahead. I did have an idea, but I don't know how it would work. Right, let me do a what next? What next? Do you want to see the class 390? Do you want to see a class? Let's slow down actually. Do you want to see a class 805 or 807? 807. Or do you want that? Or do you want me to do the dispatcher scenario? What do you want? What do you want to do? Let me know your thoughts. You're watching this whilst you're doing physics revision. You're currently learning the class 807 in the training centre. That new Japan train game, which is running train, looks better than this. It will do because it's the next level up engine, so it will look better than this. How you doing? You're simply the best with a slice. I like that. That's a cool username. How you doing? Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. You're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone. Sorry, I meant not much UK routes. Hopefully means there's something big on the horizon for the UK. What do you think of a Reading to Exeter route? I have this route in TSC, but I think it'd be cool to have this route, which we would actually get to do a power changeover in the Class 802. Yeah, it could be a good potential. I think it'd be a really good route, to be honest. I'd like to see some more Great Western. I like the fact that there's routes coming out that are all like connecting up to other things. So, for example, we've got loads of connecting at West Coast mainline routes now. You know, you've got routes connect like London Overground routes that are all connecting. Yeah, I feel like being able to extend or like do bolt-ons to what we've already got would be really, really nice. Can't believe how less stuttery it is. I don't think I saw much stuttering. No, it won't have much stuttering because the way that Unreal Engine 5 works compared to Unreal Engine 4 is completely different.
This is Rugeley Trent Valley. Welcome aboard this London.
Is it possible for Dovetail to upgrade to Unreal Engine 5 for their future releases? I don't imagine they will. There's still a lot of question marks around Unreal Engine 5 from Dovetail's perspective, and then also to try and put over 100 DLC into Unreal Engine 5 would just be financial suicide. So I don't imagine it happening, and unfortunately what I do envisage is if they do go to Unreal Engine 5, it will be a Train Simulator Classic to Train Sim World situation again, where you'll have to start again. Unfortunately. That may not be the case, but I just see that happening. Have you seen All Aboard Studios interview with Train Sim Society where they said and where they are heading next? I'm excited to see their next reveal. They said there might be a new operator. Interesting. I've not seen the full interview. I've only seen bits of it. I don't really watch TSS, to be honest. I can really easily go and trade spot on this exact route. Sorry, I'm not chatting much. I'm driving a free roam 350 from London Euston and currently driving 36 miles from Milton Keynes. Yeah, no worries, Rex. Enjoy playing along. Once you've mastered the 1-800 series, you can master them all. Velocity is go. Hey, Richard. That's the first I've been called Richard in a long time. How you doing? Once I finish my exams, I might visit Manchester for a day trip. Go for it. Is there any interior differences between the 350s, Dash 1, 2 and 3, etc.? Yes, this here I think wasn't in the other versions. There is some other stuff. I am not qualified enough to tell you the difference. I'm sure if any of the developers from All Aboard Studios are in the chat, Danny or Adam, you can tell me the differences. But I'm not actually too sure. I know there is some differences, but I genuinely don't know what they are. I can see them jumping to Unreal Engine 6 for a Train Sim World next generation. Yeah, this is what I'm thinking. I feel like with the way that Train Sim World's going at the minute, keep it at Unreal Engine 4 for the next 5 years, and that gives you loads of time for Unreal Engine 6 to come out and kind of master it. So then you can be ahead of the curve and be on a train simulator. You can have a train simulator that's on Unreal Engine 6. I could see that happening, to be honest. You went spotting at Tamworth once with a mate. It was 32-degree heat and everything was cancelled. Do you prefer diesel or electric trains? Diesel. Diesel for sure. I love diesely trains. You love this route, Sam. A lot of people seem to do so, which is good. It's a good route. 350-2 has 3+2 seating. There you go. This has got a whole different sound set, I know that much. I think it's got slightly different physics as well. What are the consequences if we call you Richie or Richard in the Discord server? Ricky or Richard in the Discord server, there is not a one-size-fits-all. It is how I'm feeling at that time. In some cases it's been timeouts, in some cases it's been bans, in other cases it's been absolute ridicule. So you play that card however you want to. I also think we're being overtaken by something. I thought we were going to be overtaken by something now. This is nice. This is really quite nice. guys. Off we go. I reckon I'm going to do rail tours, London to Crewe, and potentially Carlisle to Preston, scenarios and modern timetables. With the class 86 or 90. I would use the railway more, but never have to go very far, so it's so expensive and I can't warrant a rail card. It's a shame that the Dash 1, Dash 2 and Dash 3 don't really run on the Trent Valley. I think that's pretty typical though, isn't it? Dash 2, we need the voice track horns at high speed. We need some more East Coast mainline for Train Sim World 7. Evening, Callum. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. Thanks, Richie. Don't worry, I wasn't planning on that card. It's just because a while ago I saw someone call you Richard, and I was curious, and they got a timeout. Hi, Richie in chat. How you doing, the Grey Wolf? Welcome in. You had a TPWS circuit fault and found out how to fix it. You changed your name in Rex's stream last night. Well, how you doing, Scotsman Whisperer? How you doing? I need a hero. I'm holding out for a hero. I love that. I need a hero. I'm holding out for a hero to the end of the night. At least your 350 has the droppers, a Doppler effect with the horn, but on the original 350 it doesn't work. Whoa! Shed! Bloody hell! A standalone lonely shed. How you doing, Shed? Blue shed as well. The best looking shed, in my opinion. Just because the 390 has speed set, it does not drive itself. Got stung by the TAS when I was on my phone. Trust me, that time lapse I did, right, that service was actually 1 hour and 10 minutes long, and I've managed to condense into a 13-minute video. Now, trying to do that whilst also multitasking was not fun. Got plenty of the YouTube members in tonight. Of course, if you want to become a YouTube member, it's a £5 a month. The main thing is you're supporting the channel. You're helping fund things for the channel. You also get access to... That reminds me, actually, some of the new YouTube members that joined on Monday, please ping me on Discord. I need to add you to the members only chat in Discord, because there is one. But yeah, you also get invited into an early access, into a members only Discord chat where I give you the plans I'm going to be doing, like things I'm planning to upload, and I also give you early access videos. The reason I don't do members only videos yet is because there's only a few YouTube members, so I do it as an unlisted link, so you get it like whenever. So you can give me feedback on whatever on the videos. I'm trying to aim like the night before I release something, but like my plans that I'm thinking of doing. You also get early access to Married to the Grid stuff as well, so it's not just RichyRail stuff. But yeah, ping me, Apple with Twig. I'm looking at you. Ping me, and there was also Ash as well.
We are now approaching Stafford. Please mind the gap when leaving.
Thank you, Apple with Twig. I'll sort you out.
Before removing heavy luggage and push chairs.
Thanks. I'm going to do a non-stop 807 run. Awesome. Shed services are still on the Trent Valley line. BA said he thinks Train Sim World 7 core route should be the East Coast Main Line. Or the East Main Coastline, as you put. Richie, I've just started doing a Voyager service on the West Coast Main Line Trent Valley from Crewe to Stafford, and I have started before Crewe. Not sure if it's a bug or intentional, but it's quite cool getting to pull into Crewe. I've not seen that. What service is that? I'll try and test it out after we've done this. You should do a karaoke. Or maybe one day we'll do some karaoke. What's that there? Is that a 153? No, it's a 150. No, is it a 153? I think it's a double set of 153s. And that's coming into stop as well. That's interesting. This is actually quite an interesting service. There you go. Dual 153s. What are they doing? Where are you going? We can check on the map, can't we? Where are you lot going? Barton under Needwood. There you go. Cool. Cool little service. You're taking 350, 375 between Milton Keynes and Wolverton just to see a Virgin Silk Pendo. Tesco Addict, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Sorry, I did see you coming earlier, but I forgot to say. I'm good, thanks. I'm going to do a non-stop run on the 807. He tried a London crew, but couldn't get off the train at Milton Keynes to do it to do a hop, and it ran away with me on board. Yeah, it'll do that. Pendolino's got a habit for doing that. 350, 375 and 352, 32. That's the zeros on my train. How come the night in the cab is so much darker than when you're outside the cab? I don't know. I've always found that weird. I've also got an 805 coming in, I think. There is a service I want to test out with the 805s, actually. That's coming in to stop, I think. That's an 805. 805 007. 007 first light. Just curious, does anyone know if there's any 350 services that are 12 car? I have seen some 12 car services, yes. 10k special with karaoke. I mean, that could be quite funny actually. I do have a karaoke set. Is the UDS on the 350-4 automatic, or do I use the switch by the door controls? I don't know. I would imagine it would be automatic. What happened to Rivet Games? They were super active in Train Small 2 and 3, but I don't think we hear from them now. Yeah, because they're essentially... I think it's pretty much common knowledge that they help out with Dovetail with some of their routes. I think they helped build Riviera Line, I think. You believe it's an ECS? Central Rivers for tyre turning. You can fix it by going to the circuit breaker panel on the right before the safeties, and on the second to last row you'll find the TPWS circuit breaker will be cut out. Change it to cut in and it'll be fixed. So done it with the old school main menu to Trent Valley, done 390. You can set the vids to members first, then to normal. Yeah, I know I can do that, but I do it. I like doing it unlisted. We're going to get the East Coast main of Train Sim World 7. Train Sim World 7 doesn't exist. By the way, I did a full LNWR crew to Euston. That's one thing I haven't done yet. We will do it Saturday. Maybe not LNWR, but definitely Avanti. What's your predictions for the Spanish Grand Prix? Oh, well, you need to check out Married to the Grid for that, because me and Shanna, we're starting to do short form over there, but I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't really have many ideas in terms of Spanish Grand Prix. It's a bit unpredictable. I reckon Verstappen's going to do good this weekend, you know. Hello, baked in a Greg sausage roll. Welcome in. You saw a 15-car 805 in the timetable yesterday. If you start that 805 from the start, you get a busy crew, Northern 323, Avanti 390, 807, and the Transport for Wales 153 and 150. Watch Star Drive now. What on this route? 807. Why not? You just picked up Glossop Line on the ROG 37 for £6, so happy Wednesday. Also a couple of years late to the party, waiting on sales, but better late than never. Yeah, it's always good getting stuff on sales. You can get a load of stuff in one go. It's great. Do you know how to fix the headlight for Train 4 on the Arrow? Oh, I don't think you will, Ryan. Are you going to Dovetail Games HQ for Train Sim World 7? Train Sim World 7 doesn't exist. Scotsman Whisperer likes Scotsman. Does anyone here use Club Avanti on a regular basis? I don't. You're going to be off now. Thank you for the entertainment. No worries, and thank you for watching free adverts. Much appreciate you coming in. Sounds like a good idea. Yeah, so on Saturday I'm thinking of doing an all things Avanti, where we go from... I want to start at Holyhead with the Avanti Voyager on TSC. We'll then change over... I'm thinking of possibly changing over to maybe Birmingham crew, possibly. We'll see. Or maybe Trent Valley, and then changing over to West Coast Mainline South. think Kimi Antonelli will get a 6th win in the season. It'd be interesting. Kimi will win the championship. I think he will. I think he will. By the way, peeps, I am just going to quickly share it because I can. For those that aren't aware, me and my wife have a F1 YouTube channel, which is called Married to the Grid. I'll put a link to it. It's where we do all things F1. So if you're interested, come and check us out. We haven't done for a little while, but we will be doing watch-alongs. We've done watch-alongs for 4 of the Grand Prix this year. We've only missed the last 2 because we've been busy. But we will be back streaming the Spanish Grand Prix, and then the Austrian Grand Prix, and then the British Grand Prix we won't be doing because we'll be there. Someone's called RichyRail Protein. Brilliant. What an interesting name. RichyRail Protein, the beast. Joined June 7th. Thank you for that. Good evening, Paul. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. I shared your stream earlier from this morning, or last night for you, because someone was asking for some Xbox gameplay. So you should get some things. Run the Class 70 next. You're a good lad, you. I've seen loads of comments about it. I'm just trying to ignore it. Are you saying Train Sim 7 doesn't exist because there is no announcements for it, or because Dovetail said there will be no Train Sim 7? It just doesn't exist. Like how I work in a penguin factory. Or do I work with penguins? The answer is yes. Evening, Rob. How you doing? Long time no see. Been a while. Hope all is well and good. About to try the new route. Yeah, it's a good route. Hope you enjoy it. How you been doing? If you do an 805 service next, it'd be good to do the 10 car. Find out more interest in doing units coupled together. You're gonna wait until Trent Valley goes on sale. Will Train Sim 7 exist? Well, I don't know. I actually don't know that. You want to see York in Train Sim World? Silverstone GP. Silverstone GP is the one I'm going to. It's so cool that you can do full Euston to Crewe and Crewe to Euston runs. The Xbox wasn't happy, that's for sure. You love the 350-4 services. Yeah, they're quite nice, these. Rise and shine to Train Simulator Driver. There is also 24 hours. I think it's 24 hours of Le Mans this weekend, isn't it? We just had 2 new subscribers, which means that we're on 8.68k subscribers, no longer at 8.67. Oh, thank goodness. I wonder if we've had any subscribers on Married to the Grid. It'd be nice. Oh, I think we have. We're at 175. I need to change that banner. But I think we're at 175. Nice. My birthday is on Sunday. Any suggestions what to do? Watch the race. 158 miles in total. Speaking of penguins, remember that time we had a penguin in the cab when the Metro came out? I remember that. How could I forget? The 807 is fast accelerating. It is. It's a nippy little thing. Is the 807? So's the 805 as well. Well, all the IETs are, to be fair. I'll tell you what else is nippy. My new car. It's a great car. Love it. It's blue. Right, I'm going to change the departure board again. See if people can get what station it's at. Yes, happy birthday to Ryan for Sunday. I imagine how long it is going to be when Crewe Preston comes out. I know. We'll go all the way to Carlisle then. Trust me. You get updated. we go. A bit brighter. A bit brighter. My departure board is set to Sheffield. Of course, when you get up to speed, I get hit with a 75 mile an hour TSR. Yep. Just traditions, I suppose. What car did you replace the Punto with? I'll send you a picture of it. It's a nice little car there. Is West Coast Mainline over a shout worth it in Train Sim World? I'd say so. I feel like all the West Coast Mainline routes are pretty good. Is that Lichfield Trent Valley? No, it's not. It's not. You going for a bath, so I'll be right back. Yeah, no worries. Thank you for coming in and enjoy your bath, Callum. I hate having baths. I'd much prefer a shower. The 805 is 50% faster moving off than the 390. Can you believe the weather pickled? How you doing? Welcome in. Some funky YouTube names tonight. How many West Coast Mainline do you have? Or do we have? We've got South, Trent Valley, Birmingham Crew, Preston Carlisle, soon to have Crew Preston. So 5. If you want to be technical, 6 with Spirit of Steam. Spirit of Steam was the first bit of West Coast Mainline we had. Crew to Preston, is that another West Coast Mainline route? It is indeed, yes. We're chasing something here. Wait, is it Tamworth? No, it's not Tamworth. It might be Tamworth. I don't actually know. What is it? No, it's not Tamworth. Can you see it all right, by the way? I want to do a thing where I want to be able to change. In fact, Paul, you might know how to do this. My camera, I can't have it on multiple sources. So I want to be able to change it where I can change that to then go to full screen so I can play the game with that. Tamworth Spuds and Atherstone Aldi. I could see the 807 being used up to Carlisle if Avanti West Coast get more 807s. You just turned on the announcements on my desktop departure board. I don't have the announcements, that's the only thing I don't have. In my opinion, I think we should take a break from West Coast Mainline and get some more East Coast Mainline. Well, I mean, there's not really anything else to do for it, to be fair. Wait, I'm the #1 fan in the stream now. I think you are Bacon, Lettuce and Tomato YouTube. Still got 50 people watching. That's absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. What I am going to do is I'm going to pin the thing about my YouTube channel. About my F1 channel. There you go. I'll pin that. There you go. So if anyone that's interested can join. Kiru, thank you for joining the Discord server. Get another camera. Is that the only way to do it? How long is the stuff in TSC? The stuff in TSC, I think it's around about an hour and a half to go between Crewe and Holyhead. Something like that, anyway. Is it Milton Keynes? No. Atherstone Aldi is the definition of heaven. To be fair, you think the UK departure boards are too expensive? They are quite expensive. To be fair, I got mine gifted to me, but they are quite expensive, yeah. Why not the Flying Scotsman? I think the reason why they didn't bring in the Flying Scotsman was for memory issues, I think. Just split off from the Northampton loop. It must be Atherstone. You'd be correct. It is Atherstone. Correctamundo. Right, I'm going to throw a complete random curveball in now. It's going to come completely off the Trent Valley. Right. Let's see if that updates. I wonder if it will. Thinking about it. There you go. You got your departure board for Christmas as a present. All that's left is Carlisle to Glasgow. That's 85 miles. So definitely doable, as this route demonstrates. Depends how many stations there is, though. This is the thing. It's the ratio of stations. If it's got loads of stations on it, it may be a little bit more difficult. In fact, I can find out. I won't do it right now because I'm currently coming into a station, so I might spad. Scotsman is the rugby. Scotsman is in the rugby dispatcher scenario. Is it? Oh, I didn't know that. You can put different crops and filters on a source on a per scene basis, but you only have to. Hold on. You can put different crops and filters on a source on a per scene basis, but you can only have the one source. So is there a way I can seamlessly change my camera to go from this size to reset and then back again? Used to play Train Sim World on an 8GB laptop, but it kept crashing even on minimum graphics, so I am now on a PC. They really need to do a similar thing like they did with TSC, where you can get assets from routes you get to work with in the editor, so more of these routes that we'd like to see can be made and work. Yeah, so that's the difference with this. Train Sim World has to have unique and bespoke assets per route, because the reason why they say that is that when they brought in the editor, you can't use assets from other places because it means you've got to have different dependencies. And can you imagine? Obviously, you've got the whole mountain issue on consoles for trains. Can you imagine how many routes you'd have to load in if you had to have all the different assets from different places? So imagine if this was using assets from all the West Coast mainline routes, all 5 of them, and you had to have them all installed at all times just to play this one route. It'd be absolute havoc. So to avoid doing that, they've kind of dodged a bullet, to be fair. You might save up to have one on my wall. I've never heard about Tamworth Spuds. Can someone please explain? I feel like I'm missing out on the inside joke. Spudman. The geezer that sells spuds in Tamworth. Glasgow Carlisle has like 2 stations that Event West Coast stops at, and the other 2 or 3 are TPE. Oh, okay, interesting. Could be the first ever TPE route. That could be quite cool. I think we need Milton Keynes to Birmingham via Northampton next. You've just passed a Virgin Silk 390 in a 807. Very weird. Do you prefer the Mallard in BR green or LNER blue? I like the blue. Mallard in blue, it looks really nice. Taking a break. Been playing about 5 PM. There are 7 stations up to Glasgow from Carlisle, so it's definitely doable. In fact, that's very much feasible. It's just what you bring in, I suppose. It's the appeal of it, I guess. Bloody hell! Through the Frumming tracks, 3 trim train drivers drove 33 trembling trains. The trains threaded through twisted tunnels, traversed tricky trestles, and thundered towns thick. Try saying it in an Irish accent. No, I'll end up sounding racist, so I best not. You got a Flying Scotsman DVD and book from for a quid from a charity shop. Nice one. I'll let my guard down there. I'll let my guard down a little bit there. Could you imagine going all that way and it's padding? There's a couple of ways to do it. If you have a Stream Deck, you can automate the source and the scene setup using a script on a key. You don't then duplicate your scene and have different camera setups in each scene and switch between them. Ooh, that's a good idea. I didn't think of that. Let me test that. I'm going to test that in a second, actually. I think we need a route that connects Crewe up to Manchester. Yeah, Crewe toward Liège. That'll be ATS's next route. You watch. Train Sim World needs to be more forgiving with spads. Yeah, I agree to some extent. I mean, you have got the load from last checkpoint. Hey Taserface, how you doing? I love the way that they've implemented the stopping services on this route. It's nice to see which services go where. Yeah, I like that as well. I think it's a really nice touch.
Approaching Crewe, our final station. Thank you for travelling with London North Western Railway. Please take all your belongings with
There you go.
Please mind
Thank you for
the
travelling with
gap when
London
leaving
North Western
the
Railway.
and step onto the
I find it interesting because obviously LMWR isn't in the game; it's not fully licensed, but the thingy, the actual announcements calls it out. Loads of twists and turns, perfect 390 territory, amazing scenery, and then why an 805 and 807 don't run there, but can have an APT DLC too for rail tours. You lot are obsessed with the APTs. I would get a second camera for the board to make it visible when you want to show it. Is going to be the simplest approach. Hopefully one day Just Trains can do something with the 37 like they did with the 20. What would you want to do with a 37? We've already got a 37. Might be the livery and not the company name. That's in the game. Nice.
This is Crewe.
Got a little bit of blurry textures, you know. Oh no, that was just loading in. Cool, nice. Obviously got the route hopping point, which if we go up to it, we're going to fly into the roof. There you go. You go up to it, you fly up into the roof. And then you see Crewe Alexandria. And then if you go over to here, you see the bus. Whoa, no. You didn't see anything on the bus. Cool, right. Right, main menu. So I'm going to very quickly pop to the toilet and then we'll decide what's next. But I can see the Class 807 is winning quite substantially. So I will be right back. Right, I'm back. I'm back. I've shut the curtains and we should be good to go. Right, so Class 807 has won. So let's do it. Let's do a bit of 807 action. First thing I want to do before doing that is I want to very quickly test out a an interesting 805 service, because apparently there's one that's quite bugged. Let me just see which one it was. Let me see. It was 1 Delta 84. We're not going to do this full service. I just want to see if this is interesting. Also, what was that Voyager service? Oh yeah, there you go, 1068. I'll have a look at that. So apparently there's something interesting about this particular service. Now, let's see. It might have been fixed. So there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carriages. And then there was another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carriages. But there is another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carriages. A 15-car train. Can you imagine? And it's funny, you can't get further south than this because of an invisible wall. That's brilliant. That's absolutely bloody brilliant. So there you go. There's a 15-car Evero. I would imagine that's probably prototypical. And then 1068, we can do 10 Y15. I don't know Y15. Well, they're 5-car units, so I'd imagine it's just three units. But then the Voyager 1068, which is that one, which apparently starts from outside Crewe somewhere. Good heavens. Good heavens. Welcome back, Callum. Can you do a scenario in an 807, please? I'll have a little look. I could do a scenario if they're short enough. Let's have a look. Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, you are right. Yeah. Where did we start? We're just north. Oh, yeah, we are. We are just north. Seems like we've just started from... It looks like we've just started from Manchester. So maybe we're a non-stopper through... Yeah, because we don't stop at Crewe. So that's interesting. I like that because that means... I mean, what's also interesting is that the invisible wall... There's an invisible wall there. You can't get through. Which means we are past the invisible wall. Interesting. Okay. Which means we can escape and we can go up this way. Oh, there you go. You can break out the map. You can keep going further north. There you go. Look at that. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Cool. You can't have 15, so it'll be a bug. Max you can have is 12 cars, I think. All the scenarios are an hour except for the DS, which is 15 minutes. The 807 is so smooth to drive, it's great. I'll have a little look at the scenarios. I probably won't drive any, though, because they are a little bit long. New 807s are currently undergoing testing. Planned improvement works are underway near Lichfield. As a result, services are running as far as Tamworth. Start a southbound express to Rugby. Got a troubled evening, which is signal failure is causing delays at Milton Keynes. Drive your way through degraded workings as your service heads for Crewe. Polesworth recovery. A 390 unit has failed at Polesworth station. Take over a rescue train at Rugby to couple back up to the failed train at Polesworth. Heavy snowfall is causing delays on the Trent Valley line. Start a southbound Avanti West Coast service from Stafford towards Milton Keynes. Be aware of the last minute diversions. A storm is passing through the Trent Valley line, causing services to be suspended. Take your class 350 units from Stafford southbound, inspecting the line as you go. And then you've got the Rugby dispatcher. Now, the thing is with scenarios is that I much prefer I've always preferred the timetable mode. But Adam, I won't play a scenario, but is there any that you want to shout out in particular for people to go and give a go of? Because obviously with the timetable, you can they're all different, if you know what I mean. With a scenario, like with timetables, it's unlikely people will do the same service, but with the scenarios, they've been specially made. So I don't like to I like to let people go and do them. So any of these that you'd shout out, that's the best one to do with the 807. Whilst I wait for that to come through, I'll have a little look. Problem with Glasgow Carlisle is that most of the train stations are in Glasgow, and then as soon as you pass Motherwell, there is Carluke, Carstairs Junction, Lockerbie, and Carlisle, and that's it. Yeah, it's a weird hitbox. I don't know why it does that. It'd be more fast train route Glasgow Carlisle, but I thought doing full West Coast Main Line has to be a major appeal. I'd give Carlisle to Glasgow and Edinburgh route that way there is more playability. I forgot it went to Edinburgh too, as I live in the Glasgow section, but definitely a proper intercity. Oh, that'd be a good idea. Yeah, Carlisle to Edinburgh and Scotland would be quite good. The 807 is so smooth. I'll be doing a Mallard and a BR Green. Rugby transfer was a fairly neat scenario I did today. You switch from an 807 to a 350 at Rugby, and then you run on the right track in the 807. There are vids on YouTube of 15-car 221s back when it was Virgin Trains cross country. Adam, Trent Valley Wayfinding, which is that one. Rugby transfer, that one. And Snow Troubles are the ones with the 807, and they're the best ones. Be aware of the last minute versions. I tell you what, I'll do you a deal, because it's 20 to 9, and I want to do a Pendolino run as well at some point. When I do my All Things Avanti, I'll do one of these on Saturday. Or should we just do one of these? I tell you what, do we do? I'll let you lot decide. Timetable, or scenario. Go on, hit me with it. Go on. What do you lot want to say? Let democracy run. You thought thought the time lapse was cool. Yeah, that was a fun video to record. To be fair, it was just nice and laid back. I liked it. Oi, Jason, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. I've just spawned into that 805 service you told me about. Funny that. You got to do Rugby transfer. I tell you what, yeah, we'll do Rugby transfer. Get to 20 votes, see what people see, what people want, and then we can do that. I would have to make that a last service, I think. England last warm-up game delayed till 10 p.m. I think with ECS there is a maximum number of cabs rather than cars. But in passenger services, 12 cars is the max. I thought that was a passenger service. I think it is bugged, to be fair. 16 votes. Currently 56 scenario. Get your votes coming in, peeps. $18 votes. 2 more votes. It's going to be close. This is going to be like Brexit levels of voting here. Make the most of it. It's been patched. Ah, bloody hell. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, 19 votes, 47.53. Watch it get to 20 now. Ah, 20 votes, 50-50. Right. The next vote decides it all. 22, still 50-50. Still 50-50. It's still. There you go. Scenarios 1. 25 votes. 52% has gone to scenario. Fine. We'll do rugby transfer. That's fine. We'll do a scenario. Adam, you've got your wish. We're doing rugby transfer. This stream has been cool, to be honest. I'm glad you think so. Rugby transfer. Sadly, going to have to love and leave you to watch some Love Island, but we'll catch up on the toilet break at work. No worries, Nathan. Thank you for coming in. Much appreciated. Enjoy your Love Island. Planned engineering works have closed the Trent Valley line north of Tamworth in order to keep passengers moving. A special timetable is in operation with services terminating here at Tamworth. Okie dokie, that's fine. This afternoon you'll be driving 13:50 departure to London Euston as far as Rugby before forming a commuter train together and take it as far as Milton Keynes. Look at all them over there. You can also hear the rain as well. It's quite cool. Follow the markers to get set up for your service. Come on in, let's go. I really like these photo booths here as well. I think that's a really cool touch. Right, let's go. Do 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 do. Right, let's get into here. Let's get into here. Right, sit in the driver's seat. Safety systems have been unisolated. Okay, that's fine. Set the wipe speed to 25. There we go. Nice. Unlock the doors. Beautiful. What a turnaround. Will you be playing this route all weekend? Maybe, yeah. Of course, on Saturday it's going to be all things Avanti, so it'll be West Coast Main Line South, and also West Coast Main Line. I've not decided yet. I might do Birmingham to Crewe to London, maybe. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see. Not doing too bad, thanks. Just finished a Crewe to Milton Keynes service on free roam. No wonder railways are a disgrace in this country. Planned engineering works, delays more than 15 minutes and cancellations. It's unbelievable. You know what Network Rail are like. Whilst we've got a few minutes to wait here, actually, let me try and mess around with this camera situation. Let's see if it does anything. How do I duplicate? Is that possible? Copy. You can't duplicate it. Okay, that's annoying. Oh no, I won't do that. He won't like that. Can I duplicate streaming large webcam? Is this gonna work? We'll soon find out, won't we? my goodness. Does that work? I wonder. Oh, that does. That does bloody work. Hey, check that out. Done it. Look at that. Right, so if I go to that. Hello. Oh, I mean, it's still got that there. I can move that to the top. Let me turn that off. Hey, look. Right. There you go. Got the board. Can you see it? I can't believe I've done that. Wow, nice. It's worked. Bloody beautiful. I wonder if I can... Hold on. I can make that full size. Make it look like... Hold on. There we go. Nice. What would you say? With or without the border, peeps? What are you thinking? Maybe we'll do that. Oh, it's oh. No, let's not do that. Look at that! Bloody hell! Cool. Right, let me go back to that. Here's me messing around. So at least we've done it now. I figured that out. Nice. I just need to remember the up and slow fast lines between Amington Junction and Nuneaton are also closed for engineering works. As a result, you'll be travelling on the bi-directional down fast. Okay, that's fine.
For your safety and comfort, this station operates
Right, let's
no
go.
smoking policy.
Watford Junction.
You're surprised it works. I'm surprised it. Yeah, I'm very surprised. How long would Thomas take to do the full route? God knows how long. You've done a full London to Crewe and London service earlier. Thomas versus Shed. Richie is huge. It's not the first time I've heard that. Marylebone Station. Yeah, but where is the departure board set to? That's the question.
This is British Transport Police. If you notice something out of the ordinary, speak to a member of staff or text us on 61016 and we'll get it sorted. That's 61016. See it, say it, sorted.
Better, but I'd rather see the trains. Oh, you don't want to see my ugly mug then? You don't want to see my ugly mug. Well, I'll tell you what, whilst we're doing this, we can guess. This is weird, this. Because we're on greens, but then... So we're going across here. I think we are, yeah. We're going across. You're going to guess Birmingham International. So are we a wrong line running for a bit? Let's go. Kiru's got it. Leamington Spa. That is correct. It is indeed Leamington Spa. Let's change it. Let's change it to something else. What I can do is I can just watch it change over. There we go. So it should change over in a second. Hold on. Focus. Don't focus on me. Where is it set to? That's actually quite cool that I've done that. I'm well impressed. I'm fully utilising the power of the DJI. You can also see bits in my teeth. Nice. Oh, I'm back. Hold on. Let me do that. Beautiful. Oh. Pardon me. Leamington's a lovely station. We can see you up close now. Someone said Newton. Martin with Telford, correct. Correct, it is indeed Telford. Well done. Right. Let's go somewhere else. I like this game. This is good. Right, should change in a second. Let's see what it changes to. What's it going to change to? There you go. There's your next one. Let me know what you think. I'm well impressed that works. All the board have done a grand job on this. They really have. They really have. I'm coming for you, Scotsman. Will shall take over your life. English Electric and Jason with Leeds. Correct, it is indeed Leeds. Bingley, Mega, Chippy. No, not York. You're correct with Leeds. You were right the first time. Right, where next? Where next? I'm gonna get progressively more difficult. Right. Let me go back to that again. Gonna change in a second. There you go. There's the next one. Let's scroll a bit. There you go. Oh, freight. How can people see the departure board? Magic. The big screen. Refresh. We're on the big screen now. Oh, well, that's weird. It's weird doing that. Very strange. Just hit 30 likes on the stream. Thank you very much for coming in and liking. Much appreciate it. Can we get to 40? Go on, peeps. Go on, peeps. Crewe, Manchester Airport, Preston, Manchester, Oxford Road. Oh, there's a few good guesses in there. This is like locomotive livery location, isn't it? Key route, you are correct with Manchester Airport. Well done. Wrong line running is strange. Very strange, yeah. Very strange indeed. Right, let's choose somewhere else. Right. Where else can we go? This is more difficult. We're going up in difficulty now. Right. Where are we going to now? There you go. That's your next one. That's your next one. I might actually turn that off. There we go. Let's play locomotive livery location. What's quite cool with that, now that I've figured it out, I could do like Q&A, like live Q&A things and stuff with that. Flint, through Chester, Prestatyn, Chester, Rill. Cairo's got it again. Well done, Cairo. You're doing good. You're doing good, lad. I've been trying to figure out how to do that for weeks. You could start your streams like that too. I could. Yeah, I could. People will be a little bit spooked though, I think. look at that. That's cool. That's well sick. That nice. That's awesome. Hold on, let's get a little photo mode shot of that. I like how the rain still works in in photo mode. Just sat the route off and play Guess the Station. No. Multitasking. That's what we're doing. You glad you picked this up yesterday? Good. It's good to hear that, like, when someone buys something, that they're not regretting their decisions. So yeah, well, it's. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Oh, there's another one of those thingies. I think that's the 730 or not 730, 790 that Danny was on about. Imagine watching this on a big TV on a 1.5 meter high Richie. It's almost like I'm life size. This is the future of meet and greets. Just gonna be on the telly. Oh, that's a 170, not the 790 like the other ones. Cross country over would rather stay on Avanti there. Right, I'll change it. Do 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 do. How's Trent Valley? Really enjoying it. This is one of the scenarios which was suggested by one of the developers. So yeah, there's the cross country one. Going to Leicester. And we're going to Milton Keynes. The next stop is Rugby. Gosh, what we've got to do here? We've got all sorts of stuff to do. Gosh, we've got to stop at Wolverton. Bloody hell. Look at this! Whoa, racing 170s. Blooming heck. That's cool. That's very cool. I like that. That's actually really cool. I like that. Off goes that, and off goes that. They don't want to stay on the West Coast Main Line for long. At the end of the stream, could you go into free roam and do a 10 or so minutes of Scotsman? We'll see. We'll see, Scotsman. You've been talking about Scotsman so much that I feel like I've already done it. I'm gonna have to head off. Great stream, and thanks for the departure board guessing game, and I'll hopefully catch you in the next one. No worries, Rex. Thank you for coming in. Of course, Rex Tactics is one of the fellow content creators that does a lot of train sim stuff, a lot of PlayStation 5 stuff. So if you want to go check him out, go check him out. What did you call that place on VV? I don't know. Whatever happened to Dad Rail? It's just busy, I suppose. Well, the clue's in the name. He's a dad, so I can imagine he's got a lot on his plate. 805, 807 are one of the only IETs to actually have comfy seats. Oh, Ash, that reminds me. Are you in the Discord server? You're in the Discord server, aren't you? Can you ping me so I can put you into the members only role, please? So how does this run on Xbox X Series? Anyone here tried? I did post a video earlier on. I'll post it again. Or if Train Simulator Driver's about, he did a 3.5 hour live stream on it earlier. So if you want to get an idea of what it's like, then feel free to check that out. There you go. Xbox gameplay. There you go. You're watching TSS interview with All Aboard, and it actually had some clips of the 70. Yeah, I've seen it. Leicester, how do you pronounce it? It's Leicester, not Leicester. It's Leicester. ESTER is like it's like Esther or like Worcester. You say Worcester, which is WORCEST, like Esther at the end. It's Worcester, Leicester, Worcestershire. There's a really fun one, right? That looks like it's called Leominster. And I once had some friends in Hereford, and I went to Hereford to meet up with them, and I went through what I thought was Leominster. It's actually Leinster, which is really interesting. We've had a good amount of viewers. Yeah, we've peaked at like 65, which is awesome. Thank you, Ash. I see you. I'll sort that out after the stream. Thank you very much. Why are we wrong railing? This is a scenario. Bring you in the main TSW chat. Awesome, thank you. I've got to go as I have school and I'm in year 6, so nearly finished primary school. Bloody hell. So you're not old enough to be on YouTube, is that what you're telling me? I was going to say how you said it before wasn't how you were saying it now. No, it's not. Leicester. I'll be off now. See you later. Catch you later, Mr. Fishy. Thank you for coming in. Much appreciate it. Have a good rest of your evening. I have changed it again, by the way. I'm just focusing on what we're doing here. Let me go to it again. There you go. That's what it's changed to. What's the station? What station's on the departure board? Do 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 do. Catch you later, Keyroom. Much appreciate it. Everyone's dropping like flies now. What have I done? I'll upset you all. No, you're not saying that. Well, you have to be 13 to be on YouTube. And I wasn't 13 in year 6. You're currently playing FM. What's FM? Gatwick Airport, Free Bridges, Gatwick Airport. Great Western's got it. It is indeed Free Bridges. Martin said Lewis. Martin Lewis. Why are we on the wrong side of the tracks? Because this is a scenario and these lines are shut as part of this scenario. What a guess. What a guess. Gotta go for a late dinner. Guess what I'm having. I'm guessing you're going to have a Greg sausage roll. I had a spag bol. It were mean. It were a mean spag bol. Bloody gorgeous. Bloody gorgeous. Do 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 do. Right. I'm gonna get more and more difficult with these. It's updated again. Pay attention to what I'm doing here. Hold on. It's updated again. There you go. That's the next one. That's a bit more difficult, that one actually. That's really difficult. Wrong chicken with parm. Oh, nice. You had sausage and slices. How you doing, Mark Moss? Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. And anchovy sandwiches. Interesting. Rogue choice, but interesting. We're not going to stop in time for the signal, are we? Was about £10 off being able to buy this fruit, then remembered I had a class 90. No offense to ATS, but let's say I upgraded. Leeds, Manchester Piccadilly, no, not Preston. Won't be able to stop coming back to this route, to be honest. Yeah, it's got a lot of playability to it, to be fair. Oh, there we go. It was one of them that if we would have spadded, it would have spadded us. Bamber Bridge. No. I need a little soundboard, to be fair. Or at 50. How you doing, Kanan? I'm doing very well, thank you. How are you doing? Bye, Ricky, Richard, going to sleep. Catch you later, RichyRail Protein. Have a good rest of your evening. Not Manchester Airport, no. Oh, I've done a good one here. I've done a good one. Got interesting. Where is this, hasn't it? It's not Farringdon, no. It's not Kirkham. It's not Manchester, Oxford Road or Airport. I love seeing all the different way people spell Richie. I know it's a funny. Do you know what? A lot of people don't spell it with a Y. The thing is, in day-to-day life, I am known as Richard. You know, at work I'm Richard. My family call me Richard. A lot of the main one I get is Rich. It's mainly Shan and her family that call me Richie. But Shan's granddad, for example, whenever he writes me a card, God bless him, he always puts RITCHIE, and I'm like, that's a very interesting way to spell it. Have you got the 807 up to 125? Yes, we did that in the scenario just about 10-15 minutes ago. You back from some revision? Nice one. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Rickford. Before I go, can you sing Mr. Brightside? I need to remember how it goes now. I'm coming out of my cage and I'll be doing just right. I don't know the words. Because I'm Mr. Brightside. York or Church Fenton? Which one is it? It's one of the two, but which one is it? $50-50. I've got to take your first answer. Ah, Ryan's got it with Church Fenton. Oh, you had fish and chips with mashy peas. I'm guessing you mean mushy peas, or is that a different thing? Yes, it's Church Fenton. Well done. I like this game. It's cool. Access rail. I want to get away. I want to fly away. Bye, Richdale. I need a coffee. Catch you later. Thank you very much for coming in. You're simply the best. A couple of 350s over there. You're simply the best. Do oh, better than all the rest. Better than anyone. Do. We need a new one. I'm just stopping into rugby, and then we'll do another one. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Right, unlock the doors. Right, let's do another one. There you go. There's your next one. There you go, isn't it? There's your next one. I think so, anyway. Hold on. Yeah, there's your next one. Hope Access Rail is better than Network Rail. Why have so many people got such stupid, extravagant usernames tonight? I don't know. It usually happens. We have some random ass people come in. Just spawned in an SD40-2 and the local number is 6767. Ah, of course it is. My family's house last owner was called Richard. He was a fussy old man to say the least, and I probably can't say what I'd like to say about him on here. Yeah, Richards usually are that. Richie, does the South exist? The South does exist. I've done your 3 bridges. That's the furthest south I'll go. Ryan's got Headingley, which is the one. Well done, Headingley. Right, let's go down south. In fact, no, not yet. Let's not do it just yet. There is another driver which will take over the train to London Euston. Please make your way over towards platform 3 and set up a train currently in the siding. Oh, that's interesting. I thought we were going to take this.
Welcome aboard this Avanti West Coast service to
Oh, okay.
Euston. We'll be calling at Milton Keynes Central.
Right, okay, that's fine. So that's got to go. So let's go. We need to go and take something else. Are we taking a London North Western service? Because surely I'm in doubt that an Avanti West Coast driver would take over a 350. Just walking. Oh no, hold on. Oh, it's Pendolino. I know can't be taking that. Is that what we're going to take? That's interesting. That's very interesting. I can see why it's called Rugby Transfer now. Turn on the battery. Batteries on. Put it into neutral.
TPWS
Cool.
AWS operational.
AC power. Cool. Off goes that 807 that we've just driven. Raise the pantograph, which is that one. Headlights into daylight. Position. Let's turn the wipers on as well. Wipers. Where's the wipers? Oh. Ah, hold on. Where the bloody hell are the wipers? Oh, there we go. Interval. There we go. Boom. More south action, please. I'm furthest south. Is it flipped in Australia where, like, if you was to go, like, for us, right, when we go to Scotland, we're going up north. So, like, for example, if you go to, like Melbourne, is Melbourne the northern part of Australia, and then anything above that would be north? Or is north and south still a thing? I'm obviously joking. I know that it's... The Northern Territory is called the Northern Territory for a reason. That's why you see people there. Can't go any further south than Havant. That crap gets sketchy. Oh gosh, I've got to turn it all down again. Turn it off. That needs to go into max brake. Yep, put that to off. Put that to off. I'll go back to the other side of the train. So actually, magnets don't. Well, do magnets point north towards the South Pole?
TPWS and AWS operational. TPWS and AWS operational.
Let's go. Let's go. North is still north. Doesn't matter what part of the giant ball you're on. Oh, I didn't like something there. He really didn't like something there. What didn't it like? Hello? He didn't like something there. Why didn't it like that? I think I may have broke it.
TPWS and AWS operational.
Oh, there we go. We're moving. We're going. We're going. He must have not liked something. Pantograph fault. Maybe. Maybe I went too quickly. Melbourne is the southeast of the mainland. Tasmania is further south. I can't wait for college. The moment the GCSEs are over, I'm dashing over to college. I'm going to try and get myself a university education and start thinking about jobs. Just so I've got some options. Yeah, good idea. I do know about the Northern Territory. The see you in the Northern Territory. I know about that. I know all about that. I love pickled onions, pickled Pringles, plucked by Puxy Puckin and a puckish puck in a hockey game. That was far too many words for me. Far too many words. Way. And there we go. Nice. Put that into max brake. Nice. Turn that off. Nice. Do that. Nice. Nice. Open the internal cab door. Open the vestibule door. Yep, okay, I can do all that. Return to the front of the train. Let's go. We're doing alright here, lads. We're doing good. Back in there. The lights are already set up. Happy days. So yeah, 14:23. Right, well, we've got 7 minutes to kill here. So whilst we've got 7 minutes to kill, let's let's play some more. Let me update the board to that. There you go. Cool. Let me catch up the chats. The train stop override was meant to stop you stopping. Yeah, I think I went too quick. Because I didn't spatter anything. There is a website called Loconundrum. You have to guess a random UK station once a day in 10 guesses. Loconundrum. That's cool. That's a cool little idea. I want to guard for South Western Railway as that's my local TOC. Just stop your crying, it'll be alright. I've played this all day on my way off to college. Loconundrum. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at that. Loconundrum. Loconundrum. Okay, hold on. Let's play this. Whilst we wait, can I go across to that? Loconundrum. Should we try this while we've got 7 minutes to wait? Right, let's play. Your guess. Hey, what? Ah, what? Ah, no. What? How to play? You have 8 guesses. Each guess will reveal the railway journey distance from your guess to the answer, how close your guess station code is to the answer, a 3-letter CRS code. Here's an example. Okay, right, we can do that. That sounds like a good idea. That sounds cool. This is actually quite good, this. Right, so I need to remember all that. 8 guesses. Railway journey distance from your guess to the answer. How close your guess station code is to the answer. 3-letter. Okay, right. So means that the answer contains a K but not the first letter. Okay, so it's a bit like Wordle. Okay, let's guess Leeds. 30 minutes from Leeds. Okay. If it's 30 minutes from Leeds, it might be York? Possibly? No. It doesn't like that. Try TVP. You can't be telling me what it is. Four hours and 20 minutes from Leeds. What? That makes no... 4 hours and... Well, let me make sure the game's still... Yeah, it's fine. 420 minutes to Leeds. And then another 30 minutes. And it's got a T in it. Okay, so... Is it Harrogate? Hey! Nice! Okay. I know Harrogate's got a T in it. Nice. That's cool. Awesome. Let's go screenshot that. That's really, really fun. Okay. And you can only do one of them a day. Nice. Okay. Awesome. Right. There you go. Does anyone know any other cool little flash games like that? Because that's quite fun to kill 10 minutes. Tell you what we can do. Hold on. What's the station set to now? Oh, that's a big clue. That's a very... that's a... that was a good clue until it basically told you what it was. Oh dear. Everyone's going to get that now. Absolutely everyone's going to get that. God's sake. Yeah, Paddington. Yeah, correct. Goodness gracious me. Has anyone noticed yet that you can hear the rain bouncing off the canopies? Yeah, we heard that early at the start of this scenario. We were able to hear it, but what I can do is jump into this and properly listen to it. I'll turn it right up. You can hear like different sounds if you go into different places. You can hear it on here. It's like it's hitting like metal, which is quite cool. What's that? Right. Let's go! Can't go yet. Slow lines are close between Hounslow Junction and Wolverton. As a result, you'll be using the platforms on the fast lines at Wolverton. Interesting. Okay. Wolverton. You should try Metrodol. Sounds like a tablet. It's a tube station guessing game. Right. Next one. Where's that one?
This is British Transport Police. If you notice something out of the ordinary, speak to a member of staff
There you go.
or text us on 61016 and we'll get it sorted. That's
Off to Wolverton. Let's go.
61016. See it, say it, sorted.
See it, say it, sorted. See it, say it, sorted. Just had another new subscriber, so welcome aboard to the new person that has just subscribed. Hope you're doing well. We've also got almost 40 likes on this. Nice one. Thank you, peeps. Thank you very much. Ryan, how did you get that so quickly? It is Cosford. Well done. Well done. Oh, this is a good one. I'm so glad there's no more 350s that can be made. No, it's a 730 now. You'll like that. Right, next one. Oh, that's an interesting one. That's a really interesting one. Right. That's I'll get up to 110 shortly. York, not quite. Not quite. A 730 loco pack with the West Midlands one and LNWR one would be perfect. There you go, Kieran. There you go. There's demand. Not Leeds, no. You were so excited to get this. This has actually been a really enjoyable scenario. I quite like this one. Doncaster, not quite. No, not Doncaster. Do you reckon a good PC from 2016 can run Train Sim with no issue? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe not this route. Bloody hell. Ryan's got it again. Wakefield Kirkgate. I don't know how you're doing this. I might have to ban you. Too good. Far too good. Yes, it's Wakefield Kirkgate. Where else can we go now? There you go, this next one. West Midlands for the cross country and LNWR for this route. At least I was in the right area. Yeah, you were in the right area, I'll give you that. You have picked my trains that I work for TPE. Oh, I'll let you off, Ryan. I'll let you off. You won't get this next one there. I don't imagine you'll get this next one anyway. Oh, panic. Full screen panic. There we go. There's your next one. You had full screen panic there. We can't see it. It's blurry. I was going to say Westgate close enough. What time are you actually going till tonight? I might make this my last one because this is going to go to about 10 o'clock. I've got to edit something for tomorrow, and then I've got to go to bed. So I'm going to make this my last one. You lot are good at this. Right, next one. There you go. There's your next one. It's a fun little game, this. Go south again. The south doesn't exist. Anything further south of Milton Keynes is just a figment of our imagination. Can you do a flyby of the train, please? Of course we can. Of course we can. Why not? Try and have a shift button. Somewhere in Bonnie, Scotland. I don't know my Scotland very well. Let's go down here. You can hear the rail. You can hear the wonderful rail singing. Applewood Twig has got Motherwell. I hope she's well. Ah, oh, you sod. I tried to do a nice little. Did not work. It did not work. I like this here. Like that, you got the M1. It's cool. Cool little touch. I'm going to be going down this at some point. I'll have to keep an eye out. Ding. Shieldmuir. Nah, not quite. Not quite. There you go. There you go. There's a flyby. If I'm honest, all I want is some more London Underground Tube Line DLCs. Race the train. Race the train. Race the train. Oh no, we're not gonna be able to race it. He said, well, because it's the first SPL team I could think of. What's SPL? Scottish Premier League. Right, here we are then. Let's try. Let's try something a little bit different. Let's try something a little bit different. I need this to look at. Oh, okay, I can't do that one. I can't do that one. Can't do that one either. Interesting, okay. Weird, okay. Can't do that. There we go. Right, here's a new one for you peeps. Here's a new one. Not yet, needs to update. There you go. There you go. That's going to be a lot more challenging. A lot more challenging. That's not fair enough. That's fair enough. Even though I was quiet, not chatting on the live chat, I'm still here. No worries. Be right back. Yeah, no worries, Paul. Should be on for another 20 minutes or so. I'm not applying any power, which is interesting. I'm losing power. Why am I losing power? Right, I'm at the game. You told me to go south. You told me to go south. You've got blurry textures. I've got a dead 350 for some reason. No idea why. Is it like a circuit breaker or something? Take a notch to idle. And back up again. Reason why you've not got power is because you're a Ferrari. I've got a fully dead 350. What's gone on there? Should I lower my pantograph and then raise it back up again? Panto fault maybe. No, pantograph's up. It's there. Could be embankment. Don't have a donkey about the underground. Ah, there we go. Yeah, right. Okay, you got to lower the pantograph, then raise it back up again. That's why we fixed it. It's okay. Right. Well, we'll go off that. We'll go back to that. We'll update the board. We'll update it. It should update. Oh, there you go. It's already updated. Where's that? I know a horse about the underground quite fast. Average LNWR just cancelled the train. Sometimes the VCB doesn't quite close automatically if you power through a neutral section. Oh, I see. Is that it? A neutral section? I suppose that would make sense. Alton? No. Average LNWR with no aircon. We even got aircon in this. Windscreen heater, turn that on. There we go. Just average to 0. Kieran, I bet you never want to hear a to 0 ever again, do you? Solihull? No, not quite. Not quite Solihull. As a South Western Railway local, that's very true. Catch you later, L3. Thank you for coming in, much appreciate it. Not far off the Birmingham to Crewe section of Trent Valley now. As a Thameslink local and Great Northern local, yep, sounds about right. You've guessed correctly. But you have nightmares of the whirring sound. Wow, loud. Nice. Anytime someone mentions Class 350 to me now, it's like Vietnam flashbacks. That and Penkridge, yeah? Widney Manor. No, not Widney Manor. Simulator Guy 2003, welcome in, hope you're doing well. No one's got it yet. Do we need another one? Do we need another little? There you go. Just another one. Oh, that's a dead giveaway. That's a dead giveaway. You like the Doppler? Oh god, not Penkridge. Birmingham Snow Hill. There you go. There you go. You mean the beautiful alien-like motors of the Zeros? We don't talk about the Class 185. He's a weird kid. It's been a great stream, this. Yeah, I've really enjoyed it. It's great when there's a really active chat as well. It's difficult to stream when there's not that active of a chat, and a few of the streams recently have been a bit quiet because I've done stuff that's not really been that popular, but this has been really popular. Well, I've updated it. So if I do that, there you go. Oh, that's hard. That's quite difficult, that. That is very difficult with that. Hold on, there you go. You're off to Austerley in 2 weeks for a tour of the Sky campus, including the Sky Sports studio. They're also going to ask me some questions about the job when I leave college. I could be offered the job. Oh, Applewhite Twig, if you get into Sky Sports, you've got to get me some free tickets. You want to go to Toisley at some point? No, you don't. You don't want to go to Toisley. Winsford, Wolverhampton, no. Yeah, it's Penkridge. It's Penkridge. Oh, sorry, Kieran. From one funny station to another, we've changed it again. There you go. There's your next one. Can I look on National Rail Enquiries on live trains, or is that cheating? That's cheating. You're not allowed to do that. Is that what you've been doing? I do because of a charter company, Vintage Trains. They're based there. You're at work right now. Yep, it's Altley Edge. It's Altley Edge. Oh, funny. You're all good at this. You're all very good. I'm impressed. silly question, is it cheating? And no, I didn't. It is cheating, yeah. You've just got to look and guess. Just got to smile and wave. Catch you later, Lee. Thank you for coming in. Much appreciate it. Where's the rail replacement bus announcement?
We are now approaching Wolverton. Please mind
I'm
the
watching
gap
you while I'm
between
stocking
trains.
shelves. Oh, what supermarket do you work in?
Before removing heavy luggage and pushchairs.
Can one be on the Great Western Main Line again, possibly further west? No. No. I know you'll get it straight away. How embarrassing would it be if I got you if I got you a one on the Great Western Main Line, and you got it wrong? I always find it interesting why stations on the West Coast Main Line like this, and a lot of stations on West Coast Main Line South, why they've actually got platforms on the fast lines. Because other than like this, do they actually ever have timetabled services? You work at a major US company. Perhaps on the East Coast Main Line, specifically south of Peterborough. We can go south of Peterborough.
Surfaces may be slippery.
Surfaces may be slippery. If engineering works, if the slows are short. Is that? But they don't actually have like any timetabled services at all. Just realised I've got 4 more minutes here. 4 more minutes. So I've updated it. Oh, that's a good one. That's a really good one. That's a good one. I like that one. You need to reset. I tried to reset physics on my way to a 7 derailed. Tunbridge, Rochester. Nope. You have to watch England versus Costa Rica. Catch me in a bit. What's it on? Let's have a look. England v Costa Rica.
For your own safety, you are reminded to stand behind the yellow line.
That's an hour out the window. Take my word as a top rule. Do not use live trains on National Rail Enquiries, real-time trains, or real record, as that's cheating. It's an ITV. I might watch it. I might watch it after this. I'm looking forward to the World Cup. Are you looking forward to the World Cup? The door sounds really good. Right then, Milton Keynes. Let's go. Hold on, just for you, Kieran. There you go. Well, that sounded good, didn't it? If England finish second in our group, we will have a round of 16 game at 2 o'clock in the morning, which will be a lovely Sunday morning. Yeah, I've seen how it's all going to work out. Isn't it like potentially we could play against Mexico in Mexico City? I don't think we've got any chance in this World Cup. I think if we get to the round of 16, it'll be a miracle. You like the sounds on this? Oh, okay. I can't torment you too much then. What train should I drive now? Pendolino. I want to get away. I want to fly away. I'm assuming people are supporting England. Anyone was supporting any other teams other than England? England. England. Is anyone here supporting Scotland? That's going to be an interesting one. No one's got the station yet behind me. Here's a way to think about it. If we don't win the World Cup this year, I will be 20 before we next get a chance. Yeah, I mean, for me, the 2018 World Cup was an absolute vibe. And I really, really enjoyed. It was like a really good World Cup, but also it was the first time I could drink. So I was going to pubs and that to watch the games, and it was just an absolute vibe. If you started service at Euston to Milton Keynes, can you automatically continue this into the next route? No, you have to do it through route hopping. I would love for that to be a feature where you could just like go into one, like end the service, and then it will tell you to continue into the next. I would love to do that, but unfortunately, no, you have to go back through the main menu or through route hopping. I thought the match is going to be delayed. There's a dreaded thunderstorm. Where are they playing? Are they playing in America? How come they're playing friendlies so close to the World Cup? You support Caracas. Seven Oaks Orpington? Nope. Yeah, in Florida. Well, let's stop there. It's their warm-up games. I think I've been playing plenty of them though, haven't they? Well, at least 3 of them. And why Costa Rica of all teams? Do the timetables match up for both routes? They somewhat do, yes. I think there's some slight variations. Like, for example, 1 Alpha 1 1 are run by different trains. They're just on the whiptail of a hurricane. I think it's just passing them. Right, let's turn all this off then. Let's turn that off. Off. Put that to max brake. Cool, turn that off.
Welcome aboard this London North Western Railway service to Milton.
Time for a coffee. Oh,
We'll be
yes.
calling at
Correct.
Milton Keynes Central.
Correct. Nice. There we go. The stream is ending now, so you might as well say stream. Well, to think Bosnia beat Italy to knock them out in the World Cup. It's been a mental tournament before it even started. Right, let's go back to the main menu and then let's do a little outro. But that was some more West Coast Mainline Trent Valley action. And I tell you what, I'm really enjoying this route. There's quite a lot to do on it. So yeah, hopefully you lot are enjoying it as well. So let me jump back into it. We've not actually driven any of the new... Oh, no, we have. I lie. We'll jump into jump into that just for a little outro. But I enjoyed that scenario. That actually quite good. I like that you changed the trains over, and then we were driving the wrong way. I don't often do scenarios. I know they're different to the timetable, but I like the timetable because it's like you can jump into one service, end the service, turn back round, go back the other way, and so on and so forth. I really like that element of gameplay, and that's why I like Train Sim World. Scenario based reminds me of TSC, and I don't like that element of TSC. But on the topic of TSC, I am thinking of doing all things Avanti on Saturday night, where we'll be driving the Pendolino 805, 807, and may even jump across the TSC to do a little bit of crew to Holyhead. So yeah. Fatman2501 just hopped in just at the end. Hope it was a fun stream. It was indeed, thank you, mate. It was indeed. Should be on FIFA in the next few days, mate. Not tonight though. I'm going to bed. But yes, we're gonna do all things Avanti. So we'll do all sorts of stuff, which will be good. Should be a good bit of fun. And for those that are dying to know what that is. Hold on, let me find out. Hold on. Maidstone East. There you go. Maidstone East, apparently. So yeah. At least I think it is. Apparently it is. Anyway, thank you all for coming in tonight. Much appreciated. We've had like 60 odd people watching. We've had like 10 new subscribers. Got another Pendolino coming in there. So yeah, it's been very, very good. Obviously a big shout out to Adam, Kieran, Danny that have all come in tonight. Top notch route. Really enjoyed it. I really enjoy it. I'm looking forward to what comes next. So yeah. Anyway, thank you all for coming in tonight. Much appreciated. And I'll see you all in the next stream. Bye everyone.
Please do not leave your luggage unattended on the station. Luggage left unattended may be removed